Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful dress with side loops. If this sounds like something you're interested in, then keep on watching. These are the material we're working with for this tutorial. 2 yards of vintage fabric, tape measure, chalk, scissors and then curve rule. This particular dress I'm making is for a large size person, but for an extra large size person, 2.5 yards to 3 yards of fabric is enough. And if you notice, my fabric has pattern, so I'm going to be working with the direction of the pattern, so I don't have my dress, I don't have the pattern looking upside down when I'm done with the dress. And to know the amount of fabric to put on fold is the hip measurement divided by 4, with about 4 to 5 inches for seam allowance and ease. So the first thing, I'm going to take my length of the dress, the full length of the dress, which is 45 inches, plus 1 inch for folding allowance, making 46. I'm going to mark it down. So that place that I'm going to mark down automatically becomes the shoulder line, also known as the starting line. So I'll be taking my vertical measurement from that part all the way downwards. So I have the pattern looking upright. After that, I will place the shoulder measurement of 17 inches divided by 2, which is 8.5. Then I'll go in by the neck width of 6 inches. Because this is a boat neckline and it doesn't have neck depth, I'm going to mark 6 inches because that will be enough for the passage of the head, and this material stretches on both sides. So from the 6 inches neck width, I'm going to go in by the sleeve length of 8 inches plus 1 inch for folding allowance, making a total of 9 inch. I'll mark that down. Then I'll go down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope and connect it to the neck width. After that, I'll take the round sleeve measurement of 17 inches divided by 2, which is 8.5, plus 1 inch for stitching allowance, making 9.5 inches. After that, I'm just going to connect the lines together with my curve rule. After that, I'll go ahead to place the body measurement of this dress. From the shoulder to the bust point is 10.5, from shoulder to the waistline is 17 inches, and from shoulder to the hip line is 25 inches. I'll go ahead to mark it down. The bust measurement I'm working with is 40 inches divided by 4, which is 10, plus 2 inches allowance. The waist measurement is 32 inches divided by 4, which is 8, plus 1 inch for that intake and 2.5 inch allowance, making it a total of 3.5. Then the hip measurement I'm working with is 44 inches divided by 4, plus 3.5 inches allowance. So I'll calculate whatever measurement I have on the hip line. Then I'm going to place it on the hem line and make use of whatever inches I have left. You might have excess fabric left, but you can add like 3 inches. That will be enough. To get the dart, I'll place the bust span measurement, which is 9 inches divided by 2, that is 4.5 inches. Then from the waistline, I'll go down by 2 inches. Do not exceed 2 inches, else it will ruin the shape of this dress. Then I'll go down from the bust point by 1 inch. I'll make a mark there, then connect the lines together. After that, I'll connect all the lines together from the sleeve all the way down. Then on the shoulder and neckline area, I'll add 0.75 inches for the joining of the shoulder and also folding allowance. Then I'll cut it out. After I'm done cutting out the dress for both the front and the back piece, I'll make a notch on the neckline area, indicating where the neckline stops. Then I'll carefully cut the dart area open, following the chalk marking, just as seen. So to sew in the loops, I'll mark 1 inch from the upper area of the dart. Then I'll go down by 1.5 inches to the end of the dart line, which means I'll be sewing a total of 4 loops on each. I'll repeat the same process for the back piece as well. To get the loops, I'll cut a piece of fabric that will be enough to give me the total number of loops needed. For the ruffles, I'll fold my fabric into two and further fold it into two again. To know the amount of fabric for the ruffles, multiply the measurement of where you want to attach the ruffles by 2 at least. So since I'll be attaching this to the hemline each, I multiply the hemline measurement by 2 to get the width and 5 inches for the length. Then I'll cut it out. I've gone ahead to cut and sew all the pieces needed, and I made use of 2 yards of lacing. The next thing is to cut 3 inches for the loops, and I'll be cutting a total number of 16 loops. That is four on each side of the dart. After that, I'll be attaching the loops on the points that I made on the dart line for both the front and the back piece, using pins to hold it down. Then I'll head over to the machine to sew it down with about half an inch. After I'm done sewing the loops, the next thing is to join the dress on the shoulder area, right sides facing each other, with 0.75 inches added earlier. I'm done joining the shoulders together. So I'm going to open it up like this and fold it in just like you see me doing from one part of the shoulder to the other part, and that includes the neckline area. This is what it looks like after folding and ironing. So the neckline is sorted. After that, the next thing is to fold the sleeves. I'll go in by 1 inch on the sleeve and make a notch there. And I'll do the same thing on the other side of the sleeve. Then on the M line, I'll go in by 1 inch, I'll make a notch, and I'll also repeat the same process for the other side. After folding and ironing the sleeve and the M line, this is what it looks like. To attach the ruffles, I'm going to come off from the M line by 4 inches on both the front and the back part of this dress. Then I'll rule a straight line across to serve as a guideline. I've gone ahead to fold the pieces for the ruffles by half an inch on both sides. So instead of sewing the gather stitches in the middle, I'll go down by 1 inch from the top and sew it there. After sewing, I made one of the ruffles off camera to save time. So to make the ruffles, open up the thread from one edge and hold on to one of the thread firmly. Then gently push in the fabric while also pulling out the thread. You want to make sure it's going in smoothly, just like you see me doing. So you keep pulling the thread until you exhaust the fabric and have it looking like mine. Now to sew the ruffles, make sure to place it on the dress properly, putting the thread in front just like you see me doing. This is to ensure you can easily adjust the ruffles in case you might have gathered it more than intended. Then gently sew on it, following the line all through to the other end of the dress. I'm done sewing the ruffles for both the front piece and the back piece. So the next thing is to turn it over to the wrong side and close it up by half an inch all the way down. You want to make sure that the ruffles are in alignment on the both sides to have it looking accurate. So I've gone ahead to close it up on both sides and this is what it looks like. What is left is just to overlock the rough edges and that is basically it for the cutting and sewing of this beautiful dress. The good thing about this dress is that you can style it in two different beautiful ways. It all depends on what you want. And you can wear this dress to either church or to work, whichever one you want. Thank you for watching this video to the end and I hope this was helpful. Please don't forget to like this video for more visibility and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section and if you'll be repeating this style. I will see you in my next video. Bye.